All right, so today we're diving into the world of augmented reality glasses, specifically Meta's big reveal of their prototype, Orion. Those glasses everyone's been talking about. We're going deep on this one. Straight from the source, Meta's newsroom article.
Yeah, this is a huge deal. Meta is presenting Orion as something revolutionary, not just your average pair of smart glasses.
Exactly. They're calling them the quote-unquote first true augmented reality glasses.
Yeah.
So that has everyone thinking, what makes Orion stand out?
Well, Meta claims Orion gives us what we've always envisioned, a sleek and comfy design just like regular glasses. But with that completely immersive AR experience, think high-resolution holographic displays, a wide field of view, and all without that bulky headset look.
No more looking like you just walked out of a sci-fi film.
Yeah.
That's incredible. But haven't they attempted something like this before? Weren't the Ray-Ban Meta glasses supposed to be a step in that direction?
They were, but think of those as like just dipping your toes in the water. Orion is diving in headfirst. Meta is stating that this is the most advanced pair of AR glasses ever made. To really understand the scale of this, the article actually mentions that initially they gave this project less than a 10% chance of success. That's how technically ambitious this was.
Wow, talk about a challenge. But what does all this tech really mean for us regular users? Why should we be excited about AR glasses?
That's the big question, right? Meta outlines 3 main reasons why they believe AR glasses, like Orion, are going to change everything.
Okay, lay it on me.
First up, they discuss unconstrained digital experiences. Imagine the physical world becoming your canvas. Need to work on a presentation while you're out and about. Bam, you have multiple virtual screens popping up wherever you want them. Want to watch a movie? Project it onto any surface you like. No more being restricted to a phone or computer screen.
It's like taking everything we do digitally and just seamlessly blending it into our physical space. That's insane. What else is there?
Next is something even more futuristic, the smooth integration of AI. And I'm not just talking about simple voice assistants here. Imagine this, you're walking into your kitchen. Your AR glasses, powered by Meta's AI, start suggesting recipes based on what ingredients you have in your fridge. It's like having a personal assistant, one who knows everything about you and your environment.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's like having a super smart sidekick who's always one step ahead of you. What was the third big point Meta emphasized?
The third thing is comfort. They know none of this really matters. If the glasses themselves are uncomfortable or awkward to wear, Meta emphasized that they've put a ton of work into ensuring Orion is lightweight and comfortable enough for all-day use. It's all about natural human interaction that's enhanced by technology, not held back by it.
That makes a lot of sense. So they're claiming Orion will not only be super capable, but also something you would actually want to wear every day.
Precisely. They're aiming for that perfect balance of style and functionality.
So we've talked a lot about what Orion can do, but I'm curious about the specifics. Did Meta give any real-life examples of how this would actually work?
Oh yeah, they mentioned some really cool applications. One that stood out to me was the idea of hands-free video calls. Can you imagine? Chatting with your family or coworkers while you're making dinner, all without having to hold your phone or stop what you're doing.
That would be a game changer for multitasking, for sure.
Absolutely. They also talked about seamless messaging, staying connected without needing to pull your phone out.
Which, let's be real, most of us do a million times a day. It all sounds incredible. But the big question is, when can we expect to actually get our hands on Orion? Is this something we'll see in stores anytime soon?
Whoa, hold your horses. Orion might be a highly developed prototype and all, but it's not quite ready for the masses just yet. Meta is playing the long game here, you see. They're focusing on internal development and testing first. They want to get rid of any bugs and really perfect it before they release it to the public.
So they'd rather take their time and do it right than rush it out and risk disappointing everyone.
Exactly. With a product this groundbreaking, they know expectations are through the roof. They don't want to mess this up.
Makes sense. But they're not leaving us totally in the dark, are they? What did they say about their plans for Orion's development?
They highlighted 3 key areas they're focusing on: sharper visuals, smaller size, and a more affordable price.
Those are all make-or-break factors for getting people to actually buy it. Let's break those down a bit. Sharper visuals seem like a no-brainer for a truly immersive AR experience.
Absolutely. Think about it. How important are high-resolution screens for our phones and TVs? Now imagine that same level of visual quality, projected directly into your field of vision. That's what Meta is going for here.
And Yeah, smaller size just makes sense. Nobody wants to wear these big, clunky glasses all day long.
Precisely. They're working on making Orion as sleek and discreet as possible. They want it to feel like a natural extension of you, not some clunky piece of tech.
And then there's the whole affordability factor. As much as we love the latest tech, price is a huge deal for most people.
You're telling me Meta knows that for AR glasses to really take off, they need to be affordable for everyone, not just a select few. So they're working on bringing the cost down, but without compromising on quality or all the cool features.
Well, that's good news for us.
Us
Sounds
for-
like they're really thinking about the big picture here.
That's right. They see Orion as something that's going to be around for a while, a platform that will keep evolving and getting better over time.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. Think about the bigger picture. Meta seems pretty certain that AR glasses are the future of how we interact with technology. What are your thoughts? Are they right?
Well, Orion is clearly a massive jump forward for AR tech. And it's not just Meta, right? Other big tech companies are investing heavily in AR and VR too. I think it's pretty safe to say that a big change is coming in how we interact with technology and the world around us.
So it's not if, but when AR becomes the norm.
Exactly. And when it does, the possibilities are mind-blowing. Imagine a world where education isn't stuck in classrooms anymore.
Whoa, yeah. Instead of just reading about ancient Rome, students could actually experience it. With AR glasses, they could walk through the Colosseum, interact with historical figures.
Exactly. Or think about healthcare. Surgeons could use AR overlays during surgery, giving them real-time patient data and anatomical views right there.
It'd be like having X-ray vision, but even better.
Right. And people who have trouble getting around, they could do physical therapy remotely, with AR coaches guiding them and giving them personalized feedback.
Wow. The possibilities are truly mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But let's not get carried away just yet. Like with any new tech, there are potential downsides, things we need to be careful about.
Absolutely. We have to be realistic about this. For example, we need to think about the impact on privacy. As AR glasses get more advanced and integrated into our lives, they're going to be collecting a ton of data about us, our behavior, what we like, even our surroundings. Protecting that data and making sure it's not misused is going to be crucial.
It's like that saying, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly. We need to be talking about the ethical side of AR tech. How do we make sure it's used for good? How do we prevent it from making existing social problems worse? And how do we stop it from becoming a tool for surveillance and control?
These are all critical questions,
Mhm.
and we need to start addressing them now while this tech is still being developed.
Absolutely. We have a responsibility to shape the future of AR, to make sure it benefits everyone, not just a select few.
It's not just about blindly accepting the newest gadget. It's about being thoughtful. What kind of world do we want to create with this technology?
Yeah, exactly. It's about having a voice in how this tech shapes our lives and society.
It really makes you think, right, we've got these huge potential benefits on one hand, but then we have to be aware of the potential risks on the other. It's like we're at a fork in the road, and the decisions we make today are going to determine what path we end up taking.
I like that analogy a lot. We're not just along for the ride here. We actually have a say in how this technology develops.
So where does that leave us? We've talked about Orion's capabilities, the benefits, the challenges, the ethical stuff. If you had to pick one big takeaway for our listener, what would it be?
You know, if I had to leave the listener with one thought, it would be this. Don't underestimate your own role in all of this. It's easy to think of AR as something that's just going to happen, like it's out of our control, you know? But the reality is we have a say in how this technology is created and used.
So what can our listener actually do? They're probably not building AR glasses at home.
True, haha. But they can stay informed, ask questions, and talk to people about the impact of this tech. They can support companies that are developing it ethically and push back against applications that feel invasive or harmful.
It's about being an active participant in shaping the future, not just passively consuming it.
Exactly. And we can all do that no matter how tech-savvy we are.
I love that. So to wrap things up, it seems like Meta's Orion is giving us a glimpse into the future, a future that's probably closer than we realize, a future where the real world and the digital world are increasingly intertwined. It's a future with mind-blowing opportunities, but also one that demands careful thought and deliberate action.
Well said. Couldn't have put it better myself.
I agree. As always, it's been awesome diving deep with you. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this exploration of augmented reality. Keep those questions coming. And never stop exploring the incredible potential of this technology.